Hi everyone, my name is Charlie CTR, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be guiding you through the basics of creating a livery in Gran Turismo 7. This tutorial is specifically designed for those who have never made a livery before. If you've already dabbled in livery design, you might come across things you're already familiar with. But hopefully, you'll still find some useful insights along the way. We'll go step by step through the menus and options in the livery editor, and by the end of this video, we'll have created a simple but effective livery. Now I want to be upfront, I'm also an amateur designer. Everything I show you is based on what I've learned myself, and it's entirely possible that there are even more techniques and tools out there that I haven't discovered yet. There are plenty of talented designers in the community who might be able to teach you even more. But I hope this video serves as a great starting point to help you express your creativity. Keep in mind that everyone has their own unique style when it comes to livery design. For example, my style tends to be clean and simple, without too many brand logos or flashy advertisements on the car. But remember, there's no such thing as a right or wrong livery. If you like the design you've created, then it's a great livery. Alright, enough talking. Let's get started.
So first of all, I just want to say that it's much easier for me to create a livery for a car than to make a tutorial about how to create one. Language is a bit of a challenge for me, since English is not my first language, but I'm doing my best to make everything as clear and understandable as possible for everyone. If I make mistakes, and I will do, feel free to laugh. I don't mind, because I can't hear you anyway. So that being said, let's get started and paint the car. Okay, here we are in the start screen of the game. Today we're going to use the GT Auto menu and we're going to use a little bit of the showcase menu. The GT Auto menu is the main menu that we're going to use today, and I do a little bit of using from the showcase, but I want to do another video about the showcase, go deeper into the stuff. But for now it's the GT Auto menu for the main design. First we have to pick a car, so first go to the garage and gonna select the car that you want to do the paint job on. And I already did select the Porsche, the 911. So picking is done. And now we go to the GT Auto menu. And if you can see here in the middle is the car customization option, and we open that. And that brings us to the garage, where all the magic is happened. Now let's take a look what we can do in the garage. Couple of things. We can do change wheels, rims. We can buy some nice paint color. And we can go to the livery editor where we're gonna put the livery on. And you can save the style and load the style. Discuss that later. First of all, we have the wheels. When we open that, you can see there are a couple of brands of rims. When you open, for example, the BBS, there are all the BBS rims in it. You go back and you pick race, other types of rims, and you can put them under the car. You can see above that it all changed. So pick one that you like and you can put it under the car. I already owned a couple of wheels because you have to buy them. It costs you a couple of credits, not much, but it's worth it. So try it out what you like and put something under the car that you want to work with. I do it right now, so then I don't have to come back again here later. So for example, I think I like this. Take a look. R1 button. This is a nice rim. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna install this and then we go back. Now we got the wheels under the car and we go to the next menu, the paint color menu. What you can do over here is if you need a different kind of color that's not in the basic color, you can look over here. You can find the color that you like you look for a special color or a real car paint color or dark flakes or metallic or stuff like that, you can pick it over here. It's a nice area. For example, if we use the real car paint and you want to select the color yellow, then you can find all the yellow cars, all yellow colors that are usable in the game. You have to pay for it, a little bit of credits, not much, but we don't do it now. But feel free to look around over there and buy some nice colors. It's fun to use on the car. But today we're going to use the basic colors and we don't have to buy them. Well, there are already 3 other menus: custom, parts, the racing items and other. But they are not available at this car because it's already a custom car. But if you have a road car, for example, you can put some custom parts on it, racing items on it and other stuff like spoilers, rear wing. You can make the skirts wider, stuff like that. But we're don't gonna use that in this case because the car is already custom. And save style and load style, I explained that a little bit later. And for now we're going to go to the livery editor. As you can see, you got 2 options over here: open design and create design. The create design is for a new design and open design is for an already existing design. So for example, if you open that and you pick a design that you're working on, so if you open it, then you can go to edit design and you go further on your design work if you like to. And after that you can save it again. But we don't do that now. We're gonna create a new design, so open the create design tool. And now we're in the designer tool. Or with other words, the editor. As you can see, we had a couple of options. Again, options or menus under it. And let's start with the first one. We got a preview. In the preview you can see what you all done on the car in every angle, every position that you want to see the car. Turn around with the joystick on your controller, zoom in, zoom out, stuff like that. You can also change the background from this view. If you push the triangle on your controller, we have now black, but you can go to white, you can go to clear weather, sunny weather, cloudy weather. So if you like that for your view, you can see how it's on the track. But I always use the black one. So that's the preview. Now let's go to the paint menu, open it. And here we can change the colors of the body and change the colors of the wheel. If we open the body part, then it's gonna remove the livery that's already on. That's what we want because we want to make a new one. So we say yes, and now the car is completely clean and ready to put on a new livery. And you can do the same with the wheels. You can change the color of the wheels, you can change the color palette, and you can use the special colors what we're talking about in the garage. So today we're gonna work with the standard colors in the game, so they don't cost any credits. But for now I leave the rims in the color that they are because I like it. Maybe later on that I try to change the color if it fits better in the livery. Okay, then we go to the next one, that's the decals. For now we skip this menu, come back there a few minutes later. Then the fourth option is the race options. When we open that, we can change a couple of things, like can put a number on the car, for example type 6 or type 1 or no number. We can do type 4, looks like that, or we can take a round one. And we can change the number over here if you don't like the number 92. skip it, put a new number on, 80 for example, done, okay, and now you got the number 80 on your car. If you like that, leave it on. I set it at no stickers because I don't want a number on it. Then the second one is the windshield banner. If we open that, you can see the windshield on the front window. There's nothing on. Put it on white, then you get the Gran Turismo one on. Put it on black, you can the black Gran Turismo one. If you go to standard, it puts something on that measure the brand of the car, Porsche. So when you pick another car, change, of course. And you got the livery one, and the livery one is open to put some stuff on it, like branding or your name or stuff like that. And you can change a little bit of the colors over there. So let's do that one. And we can also go to driver name, go to the side, in front of the top of the door. You can see in black, because white doesn't work on this car. Black, my name, and my national flag is on it. If you like that, you can do that. Then we have the light cover on the front. It's now white, and you can go to type B, it's yellow. So you can pick one of those two colors and match it with the colors of your car. I'll leave it to white, but also nice to change that. And then we can also go to the tire stickers. As you can see, when I change that, a lot of choices for branding. Goodyear, Michelin, Continental, Toyo, a lot of stuff. Always fun to play around with it. So match it with your color of the car. In my case, I put the Bridgestone under it. It's better with the idea that I have in my mind for making the livery for later. So that were the options that we use. There's one left, the editor option. I don't use that personally, but you feel free to look around in it. You can change some options over here. So if you don't like the black in the background when you're designing, you can change that over here. And some other stuff. But feel free to use it. I don't use it. And then we have left the save button. I recommend that you, in between the sessions that you do and you have done work on the car, save once in a while. Give it a name. This one we call it video. Say done. You have to wait a little while. And now it's done. So if something goes wrong and you have to start all over again, then you have a start point and you have to don't do all the parts that you already done again. So it's always good to override once in a while in between. Well, now we have one menu left, the decal menu. We're gonna discuss that in a minute. But first what we're gonna do is gonna paint the car. Gonna give the body basic color. So I had a color in mind. I want to do a dual tone livery today with red and with black and a little touch of white. So let's start with to find a nice color for this car. And because I said red, I think this is one nice red. The paint type I'm gonna use a little bit pearl, gives a bit of more shiny look, and now it covers all the car, all red. So we said okay, and now we have over here the options to select different parts of the body to change that, so to split it up. For example, if you want the side mirrors in another color, let's see if we make them black. Let me put some black on. That's an option. And we also can do that with the rear wing and the body too. Body 2 is most of the time the hood, but we're gonna do that later. For now it's fine. We have a basic color. nice color of red. Okay, now we're going back to the main menu, and then we go to the last menu that we don't already discussed, and that's the decals. And this is the most important menu to work on your car. This is where we put all the stickers on it, all the decals, all your patterns, your name. This is the place to be. So on the left side here we have all the areas where we can work on the car. The body, body 2, that's the hood, side mirrors, etc, etc. You can pick the kind of decal that you like, glossy, semi-glossy, or powder decals, matte decal. That's an option that you have, and you have an option here for the windshield. If we're gonna select the windshield over here, then that option opens and you can do some kind of a splitting, upper and lower color, and the ratio you can put in over here. I'll show you that later when I start with the decal. On the right side, it's the part where you can add the layers. And a layer, every sticker is a layer, so every decal is a layer. And you have several options. For example, number of layers for the body is 400. For body 2 is 150. So that's a lot of decals that you can put on the car, and I never use them all. So don't worry, that's room enough. So I think that we discussed most of the options in this editor, and it's time to use the tools that we have looked at, and let's make a nice livery. So because I don't want to make this video too long, I do a simple livery today, just to show you how I use the tools in the editor. Okay, let's go to the editor again. Decals. This is the editing area where we're all in. And we go to start with add a layer. Now we pick the side we're going to work on for right now. That's the left part. And now we open a decal. Now if you can see, this is a little piece of the showcase. But I do another video on that. But I'm going to show you later on in the livery making that I use it a little bit. But for now we use the preset decals. You can see shapes, gradients, patterns, also with gradient, font, brand logos. The disadvantage from these logos, I think, is that you cannot change the colors of it. But that's why we have the showcase, but I'll show you later. So feel free to take a tour around this and use it. I also use some kind of stuff in it. So do that. For now we're picking standard shape, and I'm gonna turn it around with my joystick and make it a little bit bigger because we want to have a dual tone, like I said. Stretch it up, stretch it up, stretch it up to the max. Follow the lines of the car. It's very important to follow the lines. As you see, there's a line. I want to follow that. A little bit lower, a little bit lower, a little bit lower. Like that. That looks great. Now, let's make it black. And not really like I would like to have. A little bit more, and there we go. Okay, now we have a nice dual tone, red and black. Now we also want this on the other side of the car. There are two ways to do that. First of all, you go to the layer control. You open that, and there you have possibilities to duplicate it, duplicate symmetrical, duplicate so that you can put it on another place. But let's do it for now, duplicate symmetrical, and now you can see it goes straight away to the other side, looks the same, and it leaves a little red space over here. I sometimes do that because I like it, but for now I will remove that layer because he has copied it, so we have to remove it, delete, and we go to the other method, and that's just going back. We go to the decal and we say to this decal, going to the projection range, we go with limit angle, push it to 10, confirm with the X button, then limit the depth also to 10, and if you then turn the car around you can see completely black. So you have the same style all over, but also the back completely covered with black. So we leave it like this because I like it. So this completely symmetrical. What I also want to show you, if we go to finish layer, for example, you go to this layer and you push the triangle button on your controller, it opens a menu, and there you can delete the layer. So if you don't like it, you can delete it. You can put a layer above or below. Sometimes you need to put something under it instead of up. You can duplicate the layer. That's what we're going to use right now. And we're gonna move a layer in position and replace decals. So for example, if you put something on and you don't like it but you want to replace it, then you can do it with that tool. So triangle button gives you an extra menu for options. But for now I want to do a little white line on it, and we can do that in two ways. If I say add layer, we go already to the left again because we're working on the left side, and I'm open it. I can go to shape and find something that looks like a line like this, and I can do two things. I can stretch it up, make it smaller, stretch, make it smaller, stretch, make it smaller, and I can say, okay, this is a nice white line, but as you can see, it's not completely follows the line you can see in the front, not exactly like we wanted to have. So there's a little trick. That's the first trick that I'm gonna show you. Maybe I do a little trick later in another video, more tricks and tips in another video. But for now, we're gonna push the triangle and I say duplicate this layer. Now we got two blacks. Now we're going to the first one because that's the one that's under this black one. I make that white and I go to the decal color and I go to the color option, select white, and as you can see, I said okay, and now I'm gonna move a little bit higher, and there we go, and we got a nice white line all over and straight follows the black. And as you can see, because I did copy the black, it's all covered all. Now we got a nice dual tone car. Okay, now I want to put my logo on. We go to add layer again. We select the side of the camera. Go for the left again. Open to select the decal, and we're going to the showcase part where I saved all my items and stuff, and I also have my favorites, and in my favorites is also my logo. But like I said before, I do a video on the showcase, So don't worry, I'm gonna explain it later. Now we make the logo white and we're gonna position it in the place that I want. Turn it around, play a little bit with it, zoom in. I want it to make it straight with the white line. This position, okay. A little bit. Yeah, like this. And now we're also gonna copy it to the other side. And we go into the layer controls. And we say duplicate to the other side. Now as you can see, a nice copy to the other side. So now we want to make this logo looks a little bit sharper. So I put a layer under it. First what I'm gonna do is duplicate the layer over here and make it black. Select the black, set OK, zoom in a little bit, and then select the edit decal, and then we go a little bit to the left, and you can see there's the black on the behind. We do the same for the right. Copy, duplicate the layer again, select it, make it black, set OK, zoom in, decal selector, push it to the right, and there's the black. Same way like the left one, and we leave it like this. Now we got a nice cutout. See, okay, and then this too we have to copy to the other side, and we do that, and we set duplicate to the other side, and we also set it for this one, duplicate to the opposite side, and now we have the same look. As you can see on both sides. Okay, now let's do some work on the rear wing. For example, top, put a layer on it, we go to select the decal, and again I use one of my decals from the showcase, because what I said before, the decals that are in the basics of the game cannot change the color. For now I'm gonna use this, leave it in white. Fanatec, that's my steering wheel, so I like the branding from Fanatec on it. And we do another layer again on top. Again, go to my favorites, take this one, put it to the left, resize it, not too big, in the middle, nice and black baby, already black. Okay, now we go to layer controls and we set duplicate to the other side. Now we have nice two logos from Fanatec with the white in the middle. And what we're also gonna do, we go to another layer, we select the camera, and we go to the rear wing left, and that's a nice spot for me. That's what I always do. Put my own logo on it for a little advertising, and put GTR on. Everybody can see that I make the livery. Make it a little bit more black, and now we can see we have a problem. My logo goes through on the wing. We don't want it. Looks ugly. Okay, we said okay. Then we go to the projection range. Click that on, and we set the limit angle, and we push it back to -3 or -4. And now you can see it's all gone, it's all clean, and my logo is still on. So keep that in mind. If that happens, play around with the projection range. Now we want to put that on the other side also. Set duplicated to the other side, and now we got also our logo on the back. So that's a nice option. Play around. So what I'm gonna do now is finish this livery. I do it without comment because I don't want to make this video too long. Keep in mind that all what I do is in processing the same. Every step I do is the same as what I already show you. And when you want to see back what I'm doing, you can slow down the video a little bit, and I try to be as slow as possible. And at the end of the delivery, when it's done, I come back to you and we talk further. So for now I think the livery is done. It's a very clean and simple livery, but now you have seen all the handling to put this all together. The last thing that we're gonna do now is gonna save this livery, and we're gonna save it as a style. And what it does, so you go back to this menu, we go to save the style, and what it does, it also saved the rims that we put on the grid. So the complete car. So if you open it and you say load style again, then you get the complete livery again with all the stuff on it. So let's say save style, we give it the name, and we call it video car, for example, and we say done, and we say okay. Then it's gonna save the style, and that style is gonna save and it's put in your showcase with your items. What you also can do is can share it in a library so that everybody can use your car if you want that. But for now we said okay, and now it's in my showcase. Let's go to the showcase, and showcase is over here, and we go to my items, and you can see here is my video car saved with the rims and all under it. So
and there we have it. The livery is finished. It's a simple design meant to show you the general process of how I go about creating a livery in Gran Turismo 7. Of course, this is just my way of doing it, and you're free to develop your own style and workflow. This was my very first video on how to make a livery in Gran Turismo 7, and I hope it gave you a good starting point for creating your own designs. I know the video was a bit long, but I really wanted to cover all the basic skills to help beginners get started. What we created today is just a basic livery, but the real fun begins when you start adding your own creativity. If you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, let me know in the comments. We could dive deeper into topics like adding depth, working with gradients, using decals and wraps, and much more. Those videos will be a bit shorter and more focused on specific techniques. So feel free to tell me what you'd like to learn next. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more content. You'll also can find other liveries I've made for different people on my channel, so check those out too if you're curious. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.